Hello, Likers. Welcome back to our channel. It's me, your fave, your one and only, your baby girl, Malika. So today we are doing the critical review of Mr. Aloy series, Another Mistake in Marriage, episode 41. It starts with Flora, who is calling the DPO, and she was like, "Look at you." Like she's trying to understand why is it that the DPO will take his personal life, like what he went through with his own celebrity wife, and automatically put it into Angel's life, stating that all celebrities are the same. Eventually, if his wife could do that, then definitely Kizito is right. That is what Angel is doing, based on the fact that he went through, anyway, to him, his experience, he went through the experience for real. But now he's being judgmental, he's mixing up everything, he's being sentimental, you know and he's also being sentimental. Why? Because he knows Kizito personally through his mom, so, and to him it's not possible for Kizito to do something like that, judging from the fact that Kizito is this upright citizen. Kizito is always doing what's right, he greets you properly. But that is what narcissists are, that is what they do. They always portray this image of perfection, that they want the world to know. This is what they want people to see. The more you see, the more you look, the less you see. That's the image Kizito is giving. But sometimes I'm wondering, instead of faking that image, why don't you like embody that image that you want to fake out? Because it's so difficult to fake out something, it's so difficult to fake something. Why don't you embody it rather than faking it? So to him, the image that Kizito embodies, he sees it as a perfect image, so Kizito can never do any wrong. The next thing shows Kizito, who comes out from the DPO's office, and he's making Angel understand that, I told you, I told you that I'm not a small, a small fish to fry. I'm not a meat, like a soft meat for you to chew. You know that he's putting pride, making her understand that I've told you that. It's more like you have to sit there and let me do what I want with you. Just obey me, do my biddings. Let me beat you up. Let me give you all those scars, those bruises, and everything. Don't say a word. I could pity you. But just be the way I want you to be. Just shut up. And just stay married. That's how Kizito wants Angel to live, because to him he's a master. Angel is supposed to obey him. She's supposed to do everything. He can beat her anytime he wants and everything, and nobody can say anything. Nothing can happen because no matter where Angel goes, he will still make it out of that place without any issue. You understand? So to him, it's more like, Angel, you're wasting your time. And Flora is trying to make him understand that, Kizito, no matter how fast you run, I'll still get you. A time will come that you will suffer the consequences. Because at this point, Kizito is feeling untouchable. Kizito is more like what we see rich people around us do, like they can get away with everything. So Kizito knows that he can get away with everything. You understand? But Kizito made a very big mistake that I can see, but he can't see it. Accepting that Angel returns back home is a fatal mistake for Kizito. But being a narcissist is his pride alone will not let him see that Angel can, because it's more like an elephant and a mosquito. What can a mosquito do to an elephant? That's what an elephant will ask himself, like, who are you? See how tiny you are. So that's what Kizito is trying to say. To him, it's more like, what can Angel do? She will still try, but she will not succeed. So to him, it's more like she has to go home, to keep being the punching bag that she is, for him to be doing his stuff on her and everything. But Kizito is making the biggest mistake of his life. The fact that Angel is returning home with him. Yes, the fact that she's going back into that house. Because this is the second time she has attempted to arrest him and she failed. She will not fail the third time. She will not fail the third time, my people. I'm telling you this. Mark my word. Three is a charm. She won't fail the third time. But Kizito is so confident, in his judgment that who is Angel? Angel is a nobody. Angel cannot do anything. Who is she now? So the next scene shows Angel, Kizito's mom, who is sitting in the sitting room, waiting for her son to return. And Angel returns back home with she rode with Flora. No, Kizito was home already. Angel returned home, with Flora and everything. And Kizito's mom, seeing Flora, she got worked up, because she knows that Flora is a bad influence. To her, Flora is a bad influence on Angel, because they want to keep Angel caged the way they've been doing it, so they don't want Angel to have a voice and everything. And they're trying to make Angel understand that this particular woman, Flora, is going to destroy her home. See, let me tell you people. You see, Kizito and his mom, those are clowns. Kizito and his mom are so funny, like us. I can't lie to people. Like, they're so funny. It makes me laugh, Like, what makes, like, how can you call that environment a home? That is a hellhole. It's not a home. It's not a home. And if there's one thing that will bring these people down, Kizito and his mom, that they are not seeing, is pride. Yes, pride, and the fact that they are underestimating Angel. Uh-huh. They are underestimating Angel. And this dumb woman, she asked a dumb question like, you've been attempting to arrest my son. Why? How can you ask such a question? What haven't your son done that does not warrant him to want him to do that, does not warrant him to be arrested? What haven't he done? You know, and telling Angel that she's going to lose her, like she's playing with her home. She might. What is that, marriage? Do you call that marriage? Do you call that psychological torture marriage? This is crazy. This is really rich coming from Kizito and his mom. That Angel wants to destroy her home, a home that does not exist. You know, and Kizito, what? Another thing that Kizito is doing. Kizito is making Flora understand that if I could silence you years back, I will silence you today. And you've been saying it. You can't do anything against me. You know, you can't do anything. But he fails to understand that the DPO has just told Flora that without proof, without tangible proof, like it's more like he wants video recording, audio messages. Without any of those, they cannot do Kizito anything. So eventually, what they don't know is that Flora will do everything within her power, to get those evidence. Yes. When I look at Flora, I see like that type of person. She will do everything humanly possible to get those evidence. Now they are showing Kizito and their mom that they are working hand in hand. They are working hand in hand, and there's nothing they can do about it. So eventually Kizito and his mom would definitely want to be step ahead of them, But a mistake they are doing that they'll still do, they'll be like, we are rich. After all, we are rich. There's nothing can happen. If the worst comes to the worst, Kizito will go out of the country. But one thing they forget is that when you do the first attempt, you fail. The second attempt, you fail. When you're coming next, you definitely come in a different way. You move in a different way. That is a mistake they are making. And that is something that will get them. Yes, that is something that will eventually get them, because Kizito's mom and Kizito, they are so sure, they are so sure that they will get away with anything, even with buying somebody. Of course, they did already, because buying Angel's son, she gets away with it, She got away, Kizito got away with it and everything. The next thing shows Kizito's mom, trying to buy Flora, this is crazy. Asking Flora what her price would be, to buy her silence. You understand? And everything. Kizito is still like trying to make Flora like trying to downplay Flora, trying to make her look cheap, and making her see that she's a nobody, she is nothing. And Angel, is still telling them, making them to understand that so long as she lives, she will do everything humanly possible to make Kizito and the mom pays. If I was Kizito's mom, like as I can't lie to you people, if I was Kizito's mom at this point, at this junction, uh, I will ask Kizito to dissolve that marriage so that Angel can go. Because the second attempt that just failed, Angel will make sure the third one does not fail. You know, because she's telling Kizito and she's telling the mother now. She'll definitely make sure because now she's declaring what's her name? Flora her friend. Yeah, she's declaring Flora her friend. And Kizito is shocked, you know, like you call and there's this thing I don't get, you know. There's this thing I don't get like yes. How can you, Kizito, you say Angel, yeah, you say Flora is a bad influence on Angel. Between you and Flora, who is the bad person? Between Kizito and Flora, who is a bad person? You know, I'm happy about just one thing and happy about the fact that Angel can see through them and Angel can fight back. I'm happy that at this point, at this junction, she's no more sitting, folding her hands, waiting for Chioma to fight for her. Yes, I'm happy about it. And Kizito's mom is shocked by the things that are coming out from her mouth. You know, she is shocked. She's like, she can't believe that this is the same Angel that used to be beaten, you know, she will not say a word, but today she's able to speak, you know, to speak up, to fight back, to even want to get her son arrested. I don't know why she can't see that Angel is another person. Angel is becoming something else. You know, I don't understand why she can't see that. And Flora had to leave because her mission there was done. You know, her mission was done already. So she had to leave. And the next scene, I made a mistake when I said the next scene. It wasn't the next scene, it was still the same scene. I made it. The next scene shows Flora leaving. Kizito's mom came after her and be like, name your price. Some rich people are so full of themselves, you know. Like us, it's and it hurts, it's so painful. Like, how can you put a price tag on somebody's child? Yes. How can you put a price tag on a baby? You want to buy her integrity, you want to buy her silence, you want to buy her quiet baby, you want to buy everything, you want to buy her as a person, and you think there's a price. How can you put a price tag on somebody's integrity? You know, and just to tease her, Flora is like, make me an offer, you know, make an offer, and she starts with 1 million. So insulting. She goes 5 million, 10 million, and Flora makes her understand that you do not have the money to buy me. Yes, because if somebody tells you that, add more zeros to the 10 million, because even with 10 billion dollars, you cannot buy somebody's integrity. I know there are people that are so cheap, is because they don't know that integrity can never be bought. It cannot be bought. You know, that is a problem. You know, Flora is making Kizito's mom understand one thing, that no matter what you do, no matter how you try, things will never be like the last time. And I know Kizito's mom is a bit reasonable, you know, for her to come to Flora wanting to buy her silence. She already knows that something is cooking up. She already knows that something is coming. Because now it's not only Angel, there's George, there's Flora that are coming for them. You know, so they might have missed some certain times, but they will not miss all the time. She's already anticipating that if you see her starting with wanting to buy one of those people, it's because she knows that something might come out of it. And I'm glad Flora is not one of those cheap people that could just sell themselves so cheap. Because how can you want to buy somebody's integrity? How is that even possible? You know, after buying your child, She's asking Kizito's mom that after your child buy your grandchild, you want to buy my silence. You want to buy my silence. You're telling me that because based on what she said, Flora coming close to Angel will make Angel suffer the more. Why don't you do one thing, just one? Send your child into a psychiatry home because that is where he belongs. That's where he's supposed to stay. Yes. Send him over there so that he could go and be with his mates because that is where he's supposed to be. Not keeping him among sane people. No, not keeping him among sane people. You're not helping anyone by doing that. But Kizito's mom being Kizito's mom, she's a selfish woman. Eventually, she will not understand that. She'll think that it's okay to keep her child among sane people just because she wants to protect her name. You know, now she not getting not getting her way with Flora. She's pissed. It's normal. She has to be pissed. You know. So the next scene shows Flora and her PI walking out, and Kizito comes after, wanting to understand why is it that Flora is trying to bring him down. Like, why is Flora trying to, to destroy him and everything? Like, this Kizito is something else. Like, I don't know if maybe he's taking Amala as well, because you cannot be doing something, and when they are trying to to make you pay for what your sins, it's not as if they are setting you up. No, they are trying to make you pay for your sins, and you're asking, why are people coming after you? Didn't you do anything? Like, do you have amnesia, or are you hallucinating? Because it's either one of those. Either you have amnesia or you are hallucinating. You don't understand what's going on around you. Like, honestly, I feel bad. I really feel bad because I don't know if this is how everybody with bipolar disorder behaves. I don't know. So I really feel bad for those who do not behave like that. I really feel, because this is not a good, it doesn't portray well, honestly. Because Kizito is psycho. He's sick. Like, as we are going to end this video, thank you so much for it. I really appreciate you guys. Like I usually say, marriage is a very beautiful thing. It's something that was ordained by God himself, so it's a beautiful thing. That is when you meet the perfect, not the perfect, there's not, we strive for perfection, but perfection doesn't exist. The only perfect human being that graced the earth as a human being was Jesus Christ, because he was spirit and human, but came on earth as a human, in a human form. That was the only perfect human. Perfection doesn't exist, but you have to check about money. Is not everything. Like us, I can't lie, money come and go, but people stay is the good ones. You have to check your mental health. You have to check another person's mental health before you venture into this beautiful thing called marriage. And spinsterness is not a curse. Being single is not a curse. Please don't look at it as if it's a curse. So if it's not working, please take a walk. So this is why I'll say, please, a better marriage is better than being in a toxic environment. On this note, I have to say bye.